Hi, my name is Sumit Kumar, and today I have come up with a very interesting topic which will help you for a successful interview. Other than your skill set and performance or work which you have performed in your former job, there are many more things for which interviewer looks into the candidate while having the interview. So, without wasting the time, let's dive into the video with our first point, which you have to make sure to follow for having a very successful interview: being on time. So, what do I mean by be on time? We are having mostly online interviews rather than offline or walk in interviews. We are not preferring walk in interviews, but moreover, we are preferring interviews over Zoom or any other medium via which we can have an online interview. So, being on time mean you have to be there before 10 or 15 minutes than the scheduled time. What happens is, I will tell you guys with my experience, what I have experienced so far in the interviews which I have given so far in my life. So, an interviewer already joins the call before 15 minutes of the scheduled time to see the punctuality or if the candidate is punctual or not. So, it also presents a very definite uh, behavioral aspect of yours that you are punctual or you are disciplined or not. The second thing is the most important thing which most of the people out there miss out. So, whenever your interview is scheduled, you get a mail, and in that mail there are name of the interviewers who are going to take your interview, and we don't focus on them. Very few of you, I think, will be focusing on the name of the interviewers who will be taking your interview. So definitely before you hop in into the interview, you have to know the name of the persons who are going to take your interview, the pronunciation of their name correctly. If you don't know the pronunciation or you are not able to figure out what are the pronunciations are, make a call to the recruiter before the interview takes place, or call the HR so that you can know what the pronunciation or what the name of the interview. It seriously reflects a very positive side of you. When you call someone's name correctly, it definitely gonna impress the interviewer, and it is going to make a plus point for you. So these things also matter, but people ignore it and they don't care about these things. So the third thing is that you have to greet the interviewer with a smile, and you have to be smiling or show a positive attitude whole throughout the interview, which will help a lot in showcasing your behavioral aspect of positive attitude in the interview to the interviewer. So smiling does not mean that okay you have to make a face like a clown or you have to keep on not like that. So you have to make a okay, yes, 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 understood, like that. You have to show that okay you are happy with the interview going on and you are not nervous or not in the stress. So keeping a minute smile will help you a lot. So the fourth point is, don't be over enthusiastic or over energetic. So whenever the interview starts, what most of the people do is they waste their energy and efforts in the starting, or not waste, but they show over enthusiasm or they get overexcited and then they do stupid things. And when the cross questions comes from the other side, then they get nervous and they don't take, like, they miss the opportunity of leading the interview, whereas the interviewer leads the interview throughout. So what you have to do is, when you join the call or when the interview starts, firstly, like for the starting initials, you have to let the interviewer take the lead. Let him question you. Like, let the rapport set up between you and him. The mutual build-up must happen before the actual interview takes place for the 5 to 10 minutes. He asks you about you, you ask him about him. So the lead, let him take the lead for the starting. Talking about the nervousness, so don't be embarrassed if you are in nervous or stress. So it is nothing to be worried about if you are nervous or stressful. So it is normal for few people or many of the people or most of the people, you can say, to be nervous in these kind of situation. With time, when you get experience in your life in career path, you will get used to it and things will resolve. The interviewer definitely understands the nervousness of a interviewee. So you can take a sip of water, and I will always prefer to have a water bottle near you whenever you are having the interview. So the next thing we are going to talk about is, don't apologize. So if you are nervous or stressful or you don't know the answer of some question, don't apologize. It's not your mistake that you don't know the answer, but if you are willing to learn about it in future, It is a great skill set, right? People out there are not willing to learn. So if you don't know something and you showcase yourself or you present your answer as a way to the interviewer that you are willing to learn about that skill set or about that aspect of the question what the interviewer had asked, then it will showcase the interview that okay, you are a candidate who is going who want to go an extra mile and be a perfect employee. Talking about your former employer, so I've come up with a point like you should not showcase your hate no matter how was your previous employer was. He treated you well, you were didn't have a proper repo with your former employer. It doesn't matter, you have to not showcase the negative side. Okay, you hate him, he was like this, he did to me like that, he was like this. In the interview, always showcase the positive side of your previous work. It will help you a lot, and it will also showcase your positive aspect, that you are a positive attitude person and you focus on the negative aspect very less, and you care about the positive side of every issues. So it helps interviewer understand how you are, and you can be a very better candidate for the further rounds. Most of the times what interviewer do is they ask you a personal question. So there are two aspects of asking a personal question. So suppose the interviewer does not know the legal aspects that he can ask this question or not. And the other thing is he purposefully asks you a certain personal question to check how you behave for that question, like how you are answering to that question, how you are reacting to that particular question. So be careful when a personal question comes to you, and answer it properly, answer in a positive way, and answer it very briefly, or if you don't want to answer, and say no in a particular way. Coming to the next point is communication skill, and in communication skill, the most important thing is grammar. Suppose you are having a conversation with the interviewer, but your speed is like fast, but you're having a lot of grammatical mistakes. So it will act as a decoy, and definitely it's not gonna help you. But having a slow pace or medium pace with very few or less grammatical mistakes will definitely gonna be a plus point for you. So coming to the last few points, always have a pen, reliable pen, and a notebook with you whenever you are having an interview. Keep it by your side so that it can help you take down a notes, or suppose he has given you some question which you need a notebook, so you have to not stand up for your position or from your location and go and then fetch a notebook and then come back. It is not gonna present a very good aspect of yours, right? So always keep a pen and a paper or notebook with you when you are having an interview. Also always have some pre-prepared questions for the interviewer. Not only you are giving the interview, but have some prepared questions for the interviewer. Suppose when the interview ends, you can ask him about more about the role, like how the things are there. You can ask him about the shifts, like in which shifts people or the team comes, how many people are there in the team, what type of work you do. You can ask him different questions. So be well prepared. Also you can ask cross questions. So but you have to be prepared for it, and you have to prepare the questions. It also presents that okay, you are involved in the interview throughout the time, and you are also more focused and more responsible for this job role. Before we end this video, I'm gonna include a last point in it. Always end the interview with a positive and enthusiastic approach. Don't be like tired, okay, I got tired, not like that. Be enthusiastic, show a proper aspect, okay, positive attitude, okay, thank you for the interview, hope you will be doing well, or thank you for the interview, have a nice day, and hope we meet again. So hope we meet again is a term is definitely you should use, and it also says like okay, you are confident that you are hired. So it creates a mindset in the interviewer's mind that okay, interview was good and he's the candidate, we can go for the next round. So it helps, it definitely helps. Always end your interview with a positive or enthusiastic approach. Always smile at the end of the interview, and greet them when you are about to end the interview, or they are about to end the interview. You should greet them, okay, thank you for your time, and hope we meet for the next round, like that something. But don't have much expectation, because expectation leads to disappointment, and disappointment leads to demotivation. So definitely don't have expectation when you are have you whenever the interview ends. Definitely for the next time, go prepare for the next interview. Don't have expectation. If a call comes, then well and good. If doesn't, prepare for the next interview. so that your motivation will not drop. For giving an interview, your CV must get shortlisted first. So, to know what are the aspects you miss in a CV or why your CV does not get shortlisted in many of the companies, you can watch the video which I have attached, or I have pinned the link in the description. That's all for this video. If you like this video and this video was helpful for you, please like the video and subscribe to my channel for more such interesting video. That's all for today. Have a nice day. Thanks. Keep watching Techman Sumit.